20 years. And then a guy at AT&T whose name is Doug Bray came back and said, well, you know, if you can predict pretty accurately who's going to be a good spy through simulation, can you predict who's going to be a good manager, a good CEO, a good salesperson? And that's what gave rise to assessment centers. Any of you ever had any dealings with simulations? Yes. Well, that's where they came from. They actually came out of Hitler's research, if you will. And they were phenomenally accurate, still are. They just have sort of changed shape and form. So anyway, simulation is, as Jack pointed out, is a really powerful way to teach. And it is learning that's almost painless. People just get it, and you saw that you get the byproduct of team building also. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a really different look at simulation. You just went through a very complex process looking at business processes. I'm coming at it from the other end because my business has to do with the human dynamics and the interpersonal part of business. And sometimes what I find is that I find some really frustrated CEOs who have really refined those processes. They've gone through Jack's course, they've got it down, they're set to go, and things still aren't happening the way that they want them to happen. And when that occurs, you can just bet your bottom dollar that what's going on is that there are some sacred cows and some people issues in there. So we're going to look at those today, and we're going to do a really fast simulation. In my experience, the simulation that we'll do, if done with 25 employees, is going to take a maximum of 1/2 hour. So it's fast and it's accurate, and it lends itself to really incredible information that we all need to operate our businesses. And I always bring a couple of books with me, so I just recommend them, and they're also in your handout. This is Robert Kriegel's Sakred Cows Make the Best Burgers, and I've quoted him a couple times. This is a great book. It really is wonderful. And the other one is Seeing Systems, which is a Barry Oshry book. And one of the things, you just looked at a system with the business processes. They're also in every organization, whether it's public or private, large or small, old or new. There is a process, a systemic process that is going through. It's in the drinking water. And it's just amazing. And I love this. And I've actually come to, at this point in my career, I've come to the decision that supply chain is the answer to everything. In other words, the systems that we have, everything is systemic. We've got to look at where the input comes in. It may be human communication and how it goes out. Again, it may still be human communication. It may also be